Dang it, that got ugly quick.
Ash. Yep, and so did this one. Big game for the Lakers on Sunday. They hosted the Suns. Anthony Davis put the team on his back. He had missed plenty of time and plenty of games, but man, he didn't look like it. 42 points, 12 rebounds, had a few steals, blocks, and with the win, the Lakers are still a game behind the Trailblazers for the 6th seed.
Yeah,
Woo!
with the first winner, I will take, and the unibrow shall lead them, or will lead them. That's irrelevant. 42, 12, and 5 is the established tempo for one Anthony Davis and what he's going to have to do in order to get the Lakers up out of the play-in and into a comfortable seeding for the playoffs. Because, look, Bron done told us he ain't never getting back to 100%. Your roster is decimated otherwise. Like, Lakers, this is who you will be riding into the sunset, essentially.
Yep, and you know who you are, Suns fans? You're freeloaders.
Hey, now.
Sorry. But you know why? Because when the Suns make 10-plus threes in one game, they, with the purchase of a fountain drink at a Carl's Jr. in the Valley, get a free Western bacon cheeseburger. So my only question is this, Trev, what would you get for a fountain drink?
High C orange.
Wait, what? That's not
What?
a fountain drink.
Yes, it is.
Ashley, what would you get?
It's a classic.
Ashley, what would you get?
Dr. Pepper.
I would do mellow yellow.
You're not challenging that.
Psycho. You want to talk about cheese? Hey, Celtics Heat. Jason Tatum, watch this Euro step. That's pretty. But then Jimmy Butler's like, guys, I told you I'm taking over. I took over. Hits the three, under a minute left. Off the glass, Butler. I got you guys. 26 points, 11 assists. That'll do it. Heat win 130, 124.
I see orange?
Yes, it's
Weird.
delicious. Go to
Weird.
McDonald's and try it out. I endorse
fine.
that.
I'm going to Carl's Jr. because it's free cheeseburgers.
That's
The
the way to keep the
Suns.
sponsors happy. Winner promise is kept. Jimmy Butler late last month told his teammates, look, y'all get me to the playoffs and I will take you the rest of the way. He embodied that in last night's performance that Ashley just touched on. That amount of points, that amount of assists, productive on the boards, but the point still remains. You are going to have to lean on one Jimmy buckets in order to make any sort of postseason run if you're the Heat. And he was there to provide it for him last night.
Love me some Jimmy buckets.
Got
Except
to.
against the Celtics. Loser, Mother's Day brunch. Because here's the problem for Celtics fans. They went through the first and the second course of that brunch, and they're like, you know what? Today's going to be fun. Celebrate Mom. Then with the third and fourth course, we can watch the end of the Celtics Heat. You never got to that point because for the 13th time this year, they were down 20 points. 13 times they've been down 20 points. And the problem with the entire situation was Brad Stevens and the Celtics were at the same Mother's Day brunch as the Celtics fans were in the first half.
I love it. Okay,
Gross.
now moving on. Knicks, Clippers. The Knicks are an NBA best 12-3 since April 9th. And Derrick Rose showing off why, you guys, because he became only the 6th player this season to record 25, 5, and 5 off the bench and scored or assisted on 45 of the Knicks' 106 total points. Reggie Bullock added 24 of his own. And the Knicks beat the Clippers 106-100.
Man, listen here. Renaissance Rose is going to be my winner because it is a beautiful thing to
Yes.
see Derrick Rose in his bags. Yes, the 25 points off the bench last night are one thing, or yesterday are one thing, but he has been a tear on these last 10 games. 60% from the floor, 50% from three, nearly 19 points a game. It ain't quite MVP for him, but it's like 6th man of the year caliber stuff, ain't it?
You don't need the MVP. You got this version of Rose.
Off
Word.
the bench, bro.
Loser 4 seed.
Why
Man,
is your
that
face
mug
there?
is beautiful. That mug is beautiful. Now listen, congratulations, Knicks fans, because you just won your first game against the Clippers in LA. First time in 11 years? Great way to end the streak. Here's the problem. That mug, that beautiful mug, this one right here, every single time this mug likes a 4 seed, they go, oh, they fall flat on their face.
Yeah, side
Look
note.
at Celtics, Hawks, Heat, Rockets, anyone. You're in trouble, Knicks.
Mavs, Cavs. Mavs smoked the Cavs, but shouts to one Taylor Twellman and Jack Settleman from Snapback Sports for strategery being the word, because I do believe, I know that this ejection for the flagrant 2 didn't count towards his technical foul count up, but look, this man might be trying to get ejected before the playoffs even start, and that's being ahead of the game. This man knows you don't want to get ejected in the playoffs, get ejected before the playoffs.
Is that really how you spell strategic?
That's the best part of the whole thing to me.
Ash, I don't even know. He's just throwing it out there.
I couldn't tell you. Hey, well, Luka now has 3 career ejections and 2 this season. The other happened to be just a week ago against the Kings. We remember that one. Currently sits with 15 technical fouls this season, which is one shy of an automatic 1-game suspension. See if we have any new fancy words on the next one.
We won't, because I'm involved. So Hornets, Pelicans. In my words, almost.
Oh.
Not almost how Treavor just spelled strategy. It's more just what the Hornets are. Like, Terry Rozier goes off, scores a career-high 43. They get my attention night in, night out, and yet you have a 14-point lead and you lose to the Pelicans without Zion. It's like they're just almost
Not
there.
quite there.
Not quite
Not
there,
quite there.
almost.
Not here, not here.
Right.
Like
right here. Like right here, right at like.
Yeah. So here is the Western Conference standings as of Monday morning, you guys. The top 4 teams have clinched their spot in the playoffs. The Mavs, Blazers, Lakers are battling to avoid the play-in tournament. We know LeBron does not want to be involved. Remember, teams 7 through 10 will participate in that play-in tournament.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.